everyone, welcome. My name is Kyle for the win, and welcome to a very interesting video. Today is my top 10 games of E3 2018. I decided to do this video because why not? I love E3. E3 is one of my favorite times of the year, always, and I'm very excited to make this video for you guys because there was a lot of great games that were revealed at E3 this year. We're going to start with some honorable mentions, of course, before we start the official top 10. And the first honorable mention goes to Just Cause 4. This game is absolutely amazing. I loved Just Cause 2 when that game was out. And it's a lot of fun. It's a very fun game to play. And it just seems very action-packed. I don't really know what the tornado was in the middle of the map, but I still think that these games are great and that it will sell pretty well. And at E3, the game looked great. The graphics were amazing. I love the character. Everything looked good about that game, and that is the first honorable mention. The second honorable mention goes to Dying Light 2. This game looks pretty dang awesome as well. I really like the zombie parkour first person aspect to it. I think it looks really fun. I really like how they said that the whole environment changes around you based on the choices you make. I just thought it was really cool, and I like how this game looks, honestly. I hope it's good, and I probably won't get all of these games that are on my list, but I'll try and get some of them at least. And I just really like how this game looks. I love zombie games. They're really fun. I love The Last of Us. And yeah, so my third and final honorable mention goes to The Crew 2. It's surprising to see a racing game up here on my channel, but The Crew 2 looks phenomenal. The boats, the planes, the cars, all that kind of stuff looks really cool, and I think it's an awesome addition to the previous Crew game. And I actually have The Crew 2 beta downloaded on my PlayStation, so I'll get some gameplay for you guys of that on Saturday or Sunday, so just stay tuned to my channel for that. Very excited for The Crew 2. Looks like a phenomenal game as well. And yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into the countdown. Those were all the honorable mentions, so let's go ahead and jump into the countdown. So coming in at the number 10 spot, we have Metro Exodus. Now, these games, I don't know how popular they are, but I really love the lore and the story behind these games. I actually got the book of Metro and have been reading it, and the book is amazing as well. And Metro Exodus just looks really good. We saw it in E3 last year, and it looked super good. I watched the 4K trailer of it, and wow guys, it looked so good. And now we saw more gameplay of the game, and it looks like a lot of outside features, post-apocalyptic. I love post-apocalyptic games. They're just super fun, and I love Metro Exodus. It just looks like a phenomenal game, and it should be a phenomenal game. I'm very excited to get it. Too bad it comes out in 2019. So sad, but very excited. That game looks great. I love the whole kind of steampunk-esque element to it. But it's going to be a good game, guys. I'm very excited for that one. Then, coming in at number 9, we have The Division 2. Again, post-apocalyptic game. Looks super fun. All the DLC for this map, for this game, is free, which is super cool as well. And I like the aspect of it, of following Washington, D.C., and you're the last hope for America, essentially. And I like it. It seems like it's a very fun game. It seems like the Ubisoft Studios is kind of integrating a bunch of very cool aspects that we like, and kind of making it more of a co-op experience. I'm not quite sure, but if it's actually going to be a co-op experience, but it looks absolutely phenomenal. The graphics, again, look super good, and it looks like a lot of fun game to play. And coming in at number 8, we have The Amazing Spider-Man. When I saw this game in E3 last year, I was like, wow, this game looks really good. Then we saw full gameplay this year, which I was just blown away by. It looks super fun, super good graphics, and I like the sarcasm from Peter Parker and whatever, and it looks like a really fun game as well. But the unfortunate part about E3 this year is that I personally believe that PlayStation did not go all out like they did last year. Last year we saw gameplay of Days Gone, we saw God of War, we saw DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn, we saw so many good, great games last year, and this year we didn't see that much, and which is unfortunate because there's, I guess PlayStation doesn't have a lot of new games coming out this year that they wanted to show at E3, but it's kind of sad, but I still like the PlayStation E3 press conference, but I don't know, they just didn't have a lot of exclusives this year compared to last year. So anyways, Amazing Spider-Man, great game, looks like it's going to be a ton of fun, very popular with the community. Comes out later this year, I believe, so very exciting there as well. Coming in at number 7, we have something that might not be something that you guys would think would be at number 7, but at number 7 I have Skull and Bones. Now this game was at the Ubisoft press conference, and basically it's a pirate game, which looks super cool. It's basically Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but looks a little bit better in my opinion. Of course, it will look better being that this is a next-gen game. Assassin's Creed Black Flag was a next-gen game, but it was kind of that, that overlap between old gen and new gen. So I love the aspect of it. I like the combat. The combat looks super fun, and the game is also extremely pretty. I really like this game a lot. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Very popular, possibly. And Ubisoft is very good team, very good studio, and they make great games as well. Very excited for Skull and Bones. I like the pirate. As I said, I like the pirate aspect of it. Pirates are cool, and it looks like a very fun game as well. Coming in at number 6, we have Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I believe that's what it's called. I love the Tomb Raider games. I haven't played any, but I've watched, playthroughs of it. And it's basically a better, well, I wouldn't say better Uncharted, but it's pretty much Uncharted with a female character. I really really like it. It looked really good in the trailers, and I'm probably going to pick this game up. It looks really great. I haven't played a Tomb Raider game, but this game looks really fun, and I think it comes out later this year as well. So yeah, that's really awesome. Then coming in at number 5 here, we have, jumping into the top 5, we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey getting that number 5 spot. Assassin's Creed makes games every year. I know people probably get tired of it, but I like this Assassin's Creed. I was gonna try and get Assassin's Creed. I forget what it's called, but the Assassin's Creed that came out last year, that was in ancient Egypt. That game looked great. I wish I would have gotten it, but unfortunately I just didn't, because of Call of Duty, of course. But Assassin's Creed Odyssey looks great. Pardon me, and I'm very excited to play this game. I'm definitely going to get it. I like the Greek aspect of it. It just looks so fun. I'm very excited to play this game when it comes out later this year, which is pretty cool. I like how there's a girl character and a guy character. It's pretty cool. And the combat looks very smooth, very silky. I saw gameplay. I might put the gameplay up, but I don't want a copyright strike, so we'll see. But I really like how Assassin's Creed Odyssey looks. It looks like a great game, honestly. Finally, coming into the number 4 spot, of course, I had to put Black Ops 4 on there. Now, Black Ops 4 didn't have a huge E3 showing, unfortunately, but Black Ops 4 is a game coming out this year. I thought I would change it a little bit to go with the countdown. Now, of course, Black Ops 4 didn't reach the top, the 1 spot, the 2 spot, the 3 spot. It got the 4 spot because I love Call of Duty. I love Black Ops 4. Call of Duty is my channel. Black Ops 4 looks a lot of fun, looks like a great game, in my personal opinion. A lot of people hate it, apparently. I don't know why, but whatever. Unfortunately, the DLC is not free for this game. That's alright. My video yesterday explained a lot of stuff about my opinions on it, and how I don't mind that DLC is not free. And yeah, Black Ops 4, very fun game. I'm very excited to see Battle Royale, zombies, and of course, more multiplayer footage as we go into Comic-Con and Gamescom and Eurogamer later on this summer. So Black Ops 4 looks like a very fun game, and I'm very excited to play this game this year, of course, because that is how my channel goes. Now, coming into the top 3 games of E3 2018. You guys are going to like my top 3. I'm 99% sure you're going to like the top my top 3 games of E3. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have Beyond Good and Evil 2. This game looks very, very fun, and I just like all the characters. All the characters have their own kind of funny character to them. The pig, the monkey, and all the other characters that are in the game. Looks like a ton of fun. I don't know when the first Beyond Good and Evil came out, because I don't know if I was even old enough when the first Beyond Good and Evil came out. I don't know if it was a PS2 game or a PS1 game. I don't really remember, or am not sure. But Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks really, really great. The graphics are incredible on this game. That team in Ubisoft seems to work really hard on this game. It looks like a lot of fun. I like the futuristic setting of it, the spaceships. It just looks like a very, very fun game. The villain looks amazing as well. And apparently, the villain, the crowd cheered really loud for the villain, so I'm not quite sure where the villain stands, or if she was in the first Beyond Good and Evil. I'm not really quite sure. But Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks like a very, very great game, and I'm excited to play it when it comes out in early 2019, I believe. So you have to wait a long time for it, but it's going to be a fun game, I feel like. I don't really know how the combat goes, but again, we'll see what happens. And apparently, no, there's going to be an event. That's right, there's a Beyond Good and Evil event later on this summer, which I might cover. We'll see. It's a game I'm very excited about, so we'll see if I cover it. But I'm very excited to see what the real gameplay of the game is, and yeah. So coming in at the number 2 spot, we have The Last of Us Part 2. Most people want this. Most people will have this game at their number 1 spot, but I have a game in the number 1 spot that you guys probably already know that I'm even more excited about. But Last of Us 2 looks like a very, very great game. I love The Last of Us 1. It was one of the first games I got when I got my PlayStation, and I played the crap out of it. It just is such a great game. I love it. The combat is really good and smooth. I like the graphicness of it, even though it sounds really weird. The graphicness of Last of Us 2 looks really great. The demo looked awesome. Between the scene, the kissing scene, and then into the action, very, very interesting. The antagonists look very, very interesting, very dark. And that's what we like from The Last of Us. Naughty Dog Studios does amazing games. Amazing games. I absolutely have not disliked any Naughty Dog game yet. And they go all out. We still do not know when Last of Us 2 is coming out, which sucks. I really want to know when the game will come out. They didn't do a date. They didn't do anything. I'm really looking forward to Last of Us 2, but I do not know when it is going to be launched. Very sad, very sucky. But let's go into that number 1 spot, which goes to Fallout 76. I love Fallout. If you guys did not know, I played the crap out of Fallout 4. I tried to play Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, but I just could not complete them because I got lost and I didn't have enough caps to really get anywhere. But oh my gosh, I love Fallout. Fallout 4 is one of my favorite games of all time. It's so fun, so smooth, and Fallout 76 is in a cool area. It's the earliest Fallout game you've ever had, apparently, from what I've heard, and it looks great. I'm very, very excited to play Fallout 76. It almost is worth my pre-order. I love Fallout. Fallout's just great. They never mess up Fallout. The characters, the combat, all the stuff. The trailer looked just amazing. I'm so very, very excited for Fallout 76. The game looks great. It's weird though how they ordered it, Fallout 4 to Fallout 76, but besides that, the game just looks great, and I'm very, very excited to play Fallout 76 when it comes out, because Bethesda, their baby is Fallout, and always will be Fallout, because they just do such a great job with that game. It sells so well every time it comes out, but there's a little bit shorter time period between Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. I think it's about 3 or 4 years between Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, and Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 was like 10 or so, but I don't think that'll diminish the quality of the game any. West Virginia, cool setting, and very pretty game, honestly. It looked like a very pretty game. Very excited for that game as well. But there we go, guys. That is my top 10 E3 games of 2018 with a few honorable mentions in there. E3 was great this year. I love E3. It's one of my favorite times of the year. As I've said many times, you guys already know how much I love E3. It's just a phenomenal franchise. I mean, phenomenal event. And next year, I am trying to think about going to it. That'd be super cool. Go to the Xbox press conference, the Ubisoft press conference, the PlayStation conference. Oh, it'd be amazing. But yeah, E3 was great this year. Unfortunately, the Call of Duty side of things was very lackluster. We only saw one multiplayer map, got some zombies information. But yeah, unfortunately, Black Ops 4 wasn't a huge showing at E3, but that makes sense being that they had a huge event last month. But we will see a lot of Black Ops 4 at Gamescom and Comic-Con this later on this year. But I hope you guys enjoyed my top 10 list. If you guys want to put your own top 10 list down below in the comment section, I'm very excited to see what you guys have to say about my countdown. Hopefully it was a good countdown. Very excited for all 10 of these games. I don't think I'll get all 10, but I will definitely watch some of these games and get some myself, of course. Beyond Good and Evil, Last of Us Part 2, Fallout 76, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, The Division 2, Metro Exodus, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider I do want. Luckily, some of these games are coming out in 2019, so I have a lot of time to save up my money. But leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new. Let me know if you want to to see any more top 10s, because I can definitely do them. I wonder how editing is going to go for this. But yeah, I'll see you guys on another video very soon.